Hello everybody! Welcome to this makeup tutorial. If you would like to see how I became Brea from the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, just keep watching. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is cover up any blemishes that I have. I like to do it with eye primer, so I'm going in with my MAC Paint Pot primer and just going over that gently with a brush until I can't see any more of those red spots. You can use concealer if you want. I just like to use eye primer. I feel like it covers it better. Now I'm going in with my foundation. This one is really pale on me. I would say this is my winter foundation probably. So I'm just putting that all over my face. Next, I'm going in with a little bit of a dark concealer just to pre-carve out some of my facial features. So with gelflings, they have very sharp angular faces, and their faces are also quite small. So I'm just taking this to kind of get that detail in there before I go in there with powder later. Now I'm going to take my super light Jeffree Star concealer, and I'm putting that on my cheekbones, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my chin, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to blend all that in. Now I'm just going back in there a little bit to get some spots that I think need to be a little bit more highlighted. You don't have to do this part, it's really up to your discretion. All gelflings are different, so you just go for what you want. Next I'm going to set my face with my setting powder. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe contouring palette. And I'm just going to sketch out where I want some of her contouring to go, and then we'll go back in later and make it more defined. So with Brea, from the reference picture I have, she has this contour that goes from where her eyebrow bones are all the way down to her nose, and that's what I'm trying to copy right here. I'm also taking some of that contouring and putting it down on my Cupid's bow. They have, gelflings have pretty defined Cupid's bows as well. Now I'm going back in on my cheekbones with the same palette and just chiseling that in. So I'm taking a light pink eyeshadow and I'm just putting it all over my lid. Now I'm going in with a slightly darker pink eyeshadow, and I'm going to put a little bit of dimension in my eyes. So I'm taking that and putting it on the outer corner, the crease, and a little bit on the inner corner. Now I'm going to take a shiny champagne color and put it right on top of where my eyebrow is. I'm also taking some of that pink shade and putting it under my eyelids. You don't have to do this, I just thought it pulled the look together a little bit more. I'm going back in with that light pink shadow, and I'm going up to where my eyebrow, a little bit above where my natural eyebrow is, and I'm shaping out her eyebrow bone area. Luckily for me, I don't have eyebrows naturally. I'm a redhead and we have invisible eyebrows. But if you have very visible brows, you can glue them down. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube about how to glue down your eyebrows. I'm just fortunate enough that I don't have any, so I don't have to do that step. Now I'm going in with a mix of that light pink and a slightly grayish pink, and I'm putting that on the bottom of my nose. I'm going in with a little bit of blush to blush up my cheeks. This isn't the right color, but this is the only blush I have. And now I'm taking a white eyeshadow, and I'm going to highlight the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and a little bit onto in between my eyebrow bones. I'm also going to put it right under where I drew her invisibrows, just to highlight that that is separated. I'm taking it and I'm also putting it on the high parts of my Cupid's bow as well. Now I'm taking a very, very thin angled brush and I'm dipping back into my contour palette. Gelflings have a little bit wider of a mouth than I do, so I'm just extending out the corners of my mouth and I'm drawing a little bit of a dimple as well. You can make this as, noticeable or not noticeable as you want to. So for her lips, I'm taking two different shades of lipstick. I'm taking a darker one and putting it on my top lip. This is the shade Androgyny by Jeffree Star, but you can use any shade that's like a natural rosy pink. And then I'm taking that same angled brush and I'm putting the lipstick all the way out to where I have drawn the extra corners of my mouth. You can overline your top lip as well. I'm not good at that, so I decided not to do that. But Gelflings do have a larger top lip than they do bottom lip. So if you are good at overlining your top lips, I suggest that you do that if you are doing this look. And for my bottom lip, I am taking the shade Gemini by Jeffree Star. It's a lighter version of that, so hopefully in the end, it'll make my top lip look like it's more prominent than my bottom. This takes a little bit of refining as well. I'm taking concealer right now and just cleaning up any edges of the mouth that I don't like, and I'm also redoing my dimples because they kind of got wiped away. Now I'm taking some highlighter and I'm putting it on the tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, and then also on my cheekbones. Now I'm going to tightline my eyelids. I'm also going to use some eyeliner to just make them a little bit more prominent, but we don't want to wing out the liner too much because we want our eyes to still look pretty big. I'm also taking some pinkish white eyeliner and doing my waterline with that to make my eyes a little bigger. Now just curl your eyelashes, plop on some mascara. And now I'm going back in with that like grayish pink color, and I'm just adding a little bit of dimension to my no brows. Now just plop on some fake lashes. Now I'm just putting my wig cap on so I can put on my Brea wig. My ears were provided by Aradani Studios. These are their fawn ears, which work really well for gelflings. I'm just using a little bit of Prozaid to put my ears on, but you can use spirit gum or whatever kind of adhesive you prefer to use. So with Brea's hair, luckily, she has her braids on both the back and the front of her ears, so you really wouldn't need to disguise your ear where they attach with this look because your hair is going to be over it, which is very nice. And with the braids, to make them look a little bit thicker, I did a loose braid, and then once I've tied it, I pull on it a little bit just to make it a little looser. And there you have it. That is Brea from the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to go follow Aradani Studios. Buy their ears. They are amazing. I love them. I only get my ears from them. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a happy Halloween.